Hi, Scorpio. It's me, your girl, the Kinky Witch. How are we doing today? Scorpio, we are coming through with your Midheaven 10th house career guidance and professional reading. Scorpio, the energies may resonate for your sun, moon, rising, and descendant sign. So I would say take what resonates, leave what does not. All right. We are focusing on your career, but as we know, the political is personal, and the personal is everything. All right. Scorpio, the energies we are looking at is going to be from February 15th through to March 15th. All right. Scorpio, let us pray. Divine Mother, Father, God, angels, ancestors, and guides, I ask that you allow me to see and say all that I must. What is your message, Divine, for Scorpio? Scorpio are your children. What is your message for Scorpio? All right. So we're pulling from the Archetype Oracle deck. We're going to come through and clarify what tarot. Then we're going to have a bit of Moody guidance. So we're using the Moody Lover Oracle deck. Why? Because it's February and I wanted to. Okay, we're going to let it apply appropriately and correctly. Okay, okay. And then we're going to come through with some soul guidance healing. I don't know why I just did that. Some soul guidance healing. So we have priest and it came out upright. So light attributes facilitates spiritual commitments, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. I love this for you, Scorpio, because I feel like it goes deep and it shows you, right, that you are more than just. There are times in our jobs where we try to separate, and this is why I led with the political's personal, personal's political spirit, right? There are times in our job where we get intuitive hits, intuitive nudges, and we ignore them because we're like, nah, this is work. This isn't, I don't want to apply that woo stuff here. But we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And if you're faced with something at your job where all of a sudden your intuition is like, or your intuition is like yes, 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 or like you're hearing someone's talking to you, but what they're saying you're hearing something else. You're like, wait, repeat that. Like, what did you just say, or what did I just hear? You got to trust those moments, Scorpio, when they happen, because that is the divine guiding you, right? You could also use your past experiences to shape your work life. You could use your past experiences to help those around you. All right. I like this for you because Cancer just got this, let every lesson we get is for us to learn and grow from. And Scorpio, I feel like you are in a time in your life where those lessons that you have learned, you're able to utilize it to help others. And that is something that is beautiful to behold, Scorpio, because sometimes Scorpios get a bad rep. I feel like for the water signs, it's all about your connection to people and how you're utilizing, that connection in your careers and your professional life. Are you capitalizing on these connections, or are you keeping it surface level? Right? Are you letting the right people in? Are you allowing the right opportunities in? Right? Gotta love it. All right, Scorpio. Let's see what we got. I know. Okay. Oof. Priest. This is your oracle card. Facilitates spiritual commitments, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. You have the King of Pentacles coming out, Scorpio, right? You could be in a position to influence decision makers. You could be in a place a place that allows you to share your experiences with leadership, right? Because you're always the hangman looking at things from a different perspective, having to utilize those skills of seeing things differently so that you're able to help people be like, hey, I know initially we talked about this, but what if we came at it from this angle? What if we came at it from this perspective? And the unseen perspective is something that the King of Pentacles love, right? This is a new way to make money. This is a new way to grow your finances. Whatever this is, it's a new way to build wealth for yourself. Now, wealth isn't just only material and fiscal. All right. But the King of Pentacles showing up. I'm just saying, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. Whatever this mindset shift is that's here for you right now, Scorpio, is leading you into this King of Pentacles energy. It's leading you into communication and contacts with King of Pentacles energy people, right? But it ultimately is your ability to see things from a different perspective and to put that, um, to be able to convey that to people, right? Sometimes we can see it, but we can't communicate it to people. Like you have an idea, but you can't communicate it properly. That's not what's happening here. You have an idea and you're about to be able to communicate it to the right person. Judgment, right? And this person is going to listen. This person is going to take you seriously. This person is not going to undermine you. This person is not going to demean you because this person has value and finds value in what you're saying, right? Because this person sees the truth in what you're saying. Like ultimately, this person is reading the room and reading you, and they're saying, like, this person is genuine. This person is telling the truth. This person really does care about this project or this opportunity. This person is taking it serious. This person takes me serious, right? When you have to think outside the box and you're like, listen, I know something's not right here. Let's think about this. Let's look at it from all the angles. Let's not just come at it from that same stale mind thought, that mental process, that same stale, like, I wake up, I brush my teeth, I put my clothes on, I get in my car, I drive to work, I go home, I go to sleep, I wake up, I brush my teeth, I put my clothes on, drive to work. You're not coming at it from that perspective. You're coming at it from a whole new viewpoint that allowed you to see areas that you could capitalize on. And this is good. Judgment, this is good, right? Also, I'm getting judgment calls are being made, right? Someone is seeing all they need to say to finally say, okay, this is it. We have the King of Wands. This is telling me action is being taken. Serious action is being taken in this situation. The King of Wands is somebody who has drive, who has go. The King of Wands and the King of Coins. All right, Scorpio, what's going on? This is some money situation here. Like you're finding yourself in a new opportunity with people that are go-getters, right? You could be influencing go-getters, period. Seven can be important. I don't know if you see it, but look at how the intersection of his belt. and the wand makes a seven. Seven could be very, very, very important in this situation. It's like I'm hearing seven times seven, 7-Eleven, seventh time's a charm. You have the lovers here. And this is telling me, yeah, collaboration. Also, for this read, the lovers card is coming out for me to say that you are somebody that these people are going to look upon highly favorable. You have for them hidden knowledge and information that they want. They're will I'm hearing the kiss of death. Lord Scorpio. They're willing to entangle themselves with you to get this done. This, whomever this person is in this King of Wand energy, whomever this person is in the King of One energy is someone that is relying on your intuitive nature, is someone that sees the value in your life experiences, and that person is bringing you closer, bringing you into the fold. There's work to be done, right? Ten of Pentacles. There's work to be done. But there's also money afoot. You started this reading, Scorpio, with the King of Cup, with the King of Coins, the King of Pentacles. I'm not surprised. You are going to be, I'm getting the feeling that this is someone that people don't normally take you serious for some reason. Whomever this specific part of the message is going to apply to, I feel like people underestimate you. I feel like people don't give you credit where credit is due. And we're about to see that change because, you're looking at opportunities in front of you and you're being honest with people like, listen, I've done this before. I'm not about to go down this road again. I just recovered. All right. Um, or you're sitting there and you're just having a casual conversation with someone and you're able to look at them and say, you know what? We've been in this role before. We've done this before. Let's look at something else. Let's try something new. This hasn't worked for us in the past. Let's not try to dredge this back up, right? And sometimes that's what that judgment energy is, right? People dredging shit back up from the past. You're like, listen, been there, done that. I'm not about to let my past control how I move going forward. Right. Ultimately, you do have an option and choices coming through to you, Scorpio. You have the Two of Wands. You do have an option, all right, going forward. Which way are you going to go? I do believe if it's a choice between two work situations, it's either going with the money. No, let's be clear. Spirit is saying going with the person with the money or going with the person who can make you money. I know. Hear me out. Just because you have a benefactor, somebody with money, doesn't mean that this person is willing to share that. Okay? But this King of Pentacles is coming through and sitting on a chest. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the Scorpio sign right here on this Ten of Pentacles, right? So if I'm going to read these cards right for you and look at this energy, you got the King of Wands, the Lovers, and the Ten of Pentacles. If it's a choice, if it's a choice, go with the King of Wands. Go with the person who's like, all right, here's the thing. I heard your pitch. I believe in your pitch. Whereas this person is like, yeah, I know, like, I don't know, like, this person's past, like, how reliable are they, like, dredging shit up. So it's like, whereas the King of One comes in, and is like, no, 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 I hear you. I hear your pitch. This is the right situation for this idea. This is the right situation for the idea you presented to us. If you have a choice, go with the King of Wands. Go with the person who's going to put action into it so that you guys both benefit. The Lovers is telling me there's a mutual beneficial agreement here. The Judgment card is telling me if you go with the King of Pentacles, go with the King of Coins. I feel like every time you do something, your past is brought up, right? But ultimately, judgment is being called on a situation. Which way are you gonna go, Scorpio? I'd say go with the King of Wands. All right, so you have the choice. The choice is gonna come in as an offer from a knight, right? So this offer is coming in and they're gonna paint it as a sweet deal. I'm getting this, I'm getting from like the scene from Four Brothers, well, Mark Wahlberg, Andre 3000, Tyrese, and I forgot what the other actor is. I really love him. He played the younger brother. But it's at the end where they got the gangster, the big deal gangster, right? They brought him out onto to Lake Michigan. It was frozen over. Brought him out onto the ice. And basically, I think Andre 3000, they came and they got Andre 3000's character from the house, like, and brought him out to the ice. And so this person thought that, oh, this is easy pickings. This is easy pickings. Like, this dude showed up with the money. This is easy pickings. But through the course of that situation, Andre 3000 started to talk. And one of the lines that is ringing through, it's like, see, me and my brothers came up with our own sweet deal. And at that point, that mobster recognized that his men turned on him. And he turned around, and in the distance, he saw a lone figure walking onto the ice, walking out to meet them. And it was Mark Wahlberg's character. And everybody knew what was about to happen. This man was about to get bodied and buried in under the ice, right? But there was no love lost there. And I feel like what Spirit is saying to you here is that choice you're about to make between the King of Pentacles or the King of Wands, the one that's going to come through and make that sweet deal is the choice to make. Because the one you're not going to go with, there's no love lost there. And again, I'm going to double down on, I'm going with the one that's going to make me money. I'm going to go with the person that's going to value my ideas, value my contribution, right? Value my learned knowledge. And I feel like this is the theme for the water signs. It's you have learned something in these last couple months, these last couple of years. And now the situations have arose where you have to put what you've learned into practice and you're making decisions and choices for yourself. Yes, this is going to impact people around you, but ultimately I came to this decision because of me, baby. I chose this for me, right? 3 of Wands. Your ship's coming in because you've made a choice. Let me tell you something. You see, when you follow the divine guidance that is being given to you, ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way somebody can come in and take what's yours. Ain't no way someone can come in and corrupt your idea because Spirit will never let that happen. You understand what I'm saying to you, Scorpio? So keep following your light. Keep following that spiritual guidance that you're receiving. Keep being a portal and a tool for the divine to convey their messages. You keep having those conversations with people because people need to hear your story. People need to realize that you have learned from life and the lessons that life has taught you, and my contribution is valid. My contribution is valid. And when you stand in that energy of knowing that you are loved and protected and guided by the Most High Mother, Father God. Trust me, ain't nothing, ain't no way. You have a choice to make this during this time period. You got it's, and again, you see that Two of Wands, you got two choices to make. Go with the King of Wands. Go with the person that's about to is ready to put action behind your ideas. Not somebody who's going to throw money at it. But somebody, it's like you give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach a man to fish, he eats for life. The King of Coins is going to give you a fish. Going to throw some money at it. The King of Wands is going to teach you how to fish. And he's going to work with you until he's like, all right, you know how to fish. And you'll be able to eat for life. All right. All right, let's get some moody lover oracles out here for you guys. All right. All right, what do we have here? We have the first card out, the void. Nothing will come of this situation. Try again next lifetime, yeah? Right? Nothing will come of this situation. Try again next lifetime. I feel like when it comes to this King of Pentacles situation, don't beat yourself up. Or as Jamaica said, don't beat up your gum. Don't do this. Talking ain't gonna do nothing to this person. Like giving this person all your ideas is not gonna do anything. The minute you recognize that somebody isn't listening, paying attention, or valuing you, your work, or your efforts, cut it off. Cut it off. We don't feed vampires energetically around here. Not the one. This is not an everlasting connection, but may bring valuable lessons. Chaser, someone is chasing this connection. I do believe that the King of Wands is going to come in and chasing this connection because they see the value. Right? Again, the King of Pentacles doesn't. Yes, the King of Pentacles have money, right? Because King of Pentacles are people that, for them, when they see a solid investment, hear me out, when they see a solid investment, they're going to go for it. What is a solid investment? A solid investment to a King of Pentacles is someone that I could put my money in and know I will have steady growth, right? That is the King of Pentacles. I can put sorry. I could put my investment, my money in this particular investment and know that in 2 years it's gonna be here. In 6 months it's gonna gain this much interest, right? Whereas the King of Wands is like, all right, I got an idea, let's run with it. Let's see how it shakes out. Don't get it wrong, the King of Wands is also a successful entrepreneur, right? But whereas he is willing and he's willing to take more risks, the King of Coins isn't. And right now, this idea, this very unique idea that you have, it needs somebody who's willing to take the risk. It's not the King of Pentacles. It's not the money man. It's the man of action, the King of Wands. El Sol, information is coming out that brings clarity. All right. Information is coming out that brings clarity. So, as this energy unfolds for you, Scorpio, just pay attention to the energies, pay attention to the sign, pay attention to the messages you're receiving, because the priest is telling me you're tapped in and you're tuned in. Pay attention. All right. All right, one more. Thank you. All right, so your soul guidance cards are trust that when something ends, it isn't meant for you and your next expansion. Keep rising. Trust that when something ends, it isn't meant for you and your next expansion. Keep rising. Absolutely. The void. Nothing will come of this situation. Try again next lifetime. Not the one. This is not an everlasting connection, but may bring valuable lessons. Listen, rejection is protection. So don't let someone's rejection of an idea end the idea because there's someone out there who's willing to take a risk. Take a chance on me. Started. I'm not singing today, guys. I started channeling ABBA. Ba 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 ba. Da, 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 da. Sorry. Baby, can't you see? Take a chance on me. I'll do my very best. Like, that's the energy you're bringing to this. You're like, take a chance on this idea. I will do my very best to make sure it's clear, it's concise. I'll do my very best to make sure that the proposal is done properly. I'll do my very best to show you that this idea is worthwhile. Take a chance on me. And this King of Wands is saying, absolutely. Take a chance on yourself as well and choose wisely. All right, so the next one we have is sometimes the better question is not why, but why not? No risk, no magic, exist boldly. Sometimes the better question is not why, but why not? No risk, no magic, exist boldly. Absolutely. Take a chance on yourself and go with the person that's the go with the riskier choice. Is this is what this is. It's Scorpio, of course, this is your reading telling you to go with the riskier choice. I love me a Scorpio, but of course this is, of course, right? I love you guys, of course. Final card. Sometimes it's the season to manifest things out of your life. Move on to new magic. Sometimes it's a season to manifest things out of your life. Move on to new magic. So for me, if this King of Cups represent an old job, this King of Wands is telling me a new job's coming and go with the King of Wands. If this King of sorry, I said cups earlier, Pentacles. If the King of Pentacles is old contracts, old opportunities, like if you're a freelance writer, these are people you've worked with over and over and over again, and every time you pitch a new idea, they're like, no, not this time. Like keep doing the same stuff. It sells, it's guaranteed money, right? Like you're a ghostwriter, and it's like they're like, no, we don't want you to change up the formula. People love these kind of books and blah 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 blah, and you're like, but I tell you, this idea for this, the science fiction, it's going to just knock it out the park. And they're like, no, but he comes in like, absolutely, absolutely. We're talking alien dragons, yes. From planet blah blah, yes. Okay, like it's this is the person that takes your ridiculous ideas and say, I can make that happen. Go with the person that's willing to take a risk on you. Go with the person or group that's willing to help build you, help strengthen you, because they recognize if I teach you how to fish, you fish for life. And because I'm teaching you how to fish and I'm investing in this, I eat for life. I'm willing to do more work on the front end than on the back. Scorpio, if this resonates, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. That's all I can say. Let me know. All right. Ashea.